Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are safe and sound. Our team has arrived in London. The second leg of the Champions League semi-final is all set to be played, and we here have some very good news regarding some very crucial players in the squad. We'll also discuss the latest on Raphael Varane and Marcelo, and finally we will be discussing the words of Achraf Hakimi. He spoke about his situation when he returned from his loan spell and about how he eventually ended up with Inter Milan. So in this video, we will be covering the latest news regarding our players, and let's get started. Let's start with the Raphael Varane injury update. Real Madrid, in the official site, informed, and I quote, after the test carried out on our player Raphael Varane by the Real Madrid Medical Services, he was diagnosed with an injury to the right abductor muscle. His recovery will be monitored. Now obviously the injury comes at a very poor time, and yes, we have quality backup in that position in the form of Militao and Nacho, but as it is often said, the more the merrier. Varane's availability would have certainly been beneficial in the run of games we have in the next few days. So now the question arises, how long is Varane set to be out of the squad? How long will he be there on the sideline? And some reports suggest that Varane is likely to be out for a period of 10 days. We also have reports from Marca who go on to say that he's likely to miss the game against Sevilla, and AS go on to report that Varane will also miss the game against Granada, which will be held midweek after the Sevilla clash. So those are some very big matches that Varane would be missing. The reports have indicated that Varane has suffered a very minor muscular tear, which isn't of great significance, but serious enough to keep him out. So we wish Varane all the best in his recovery, and hopefully we will continue to do well in defense in the absence of the Frenchman. Up next, we have the latest on Marcelo. We had discussed earlier that Marcelo was selected for election duty, and due to that there were suggestions that he would not be travelling with the entire squad to London, and rather Real Madrid would arrange a private jet for Marcelo. Real Madrid apparently were very unhappy due to the additional expenses, but the club fortunately have managed to avert those expenses. La Sexta Deportes had shared an image of Marcelo boarding the plane with the rest of the team. They also informed that Marcelo was able to skip election duty as an old lady had offered to fill in for Marcelo at the polling station. So the left back did travel with the team after a wave of uncertainty. There were some rumours earlier that the Brazilian may even have to miss the Chelsea clash, but he will be there with the rest of the squad. And will he be part of the starting 11? That mystery can only be solved by Zinedine Zidane. Moving on, let's talk about the squad list, which was recently uploaded by Real Madrid. As you can see here in the picture, after a long time our squad is fully stacked, and after a number of weeks Zidane will finally have a proper squad at his disposal. Valverde has returned to the squad, our captain Sergio Ramos has returned, Ferland Mendy, a very crucial piece in our defensive setup, he has been included as well, and this looks much better for Real Madrid. You can have a look at the picture here. Ramos, Valverde, Mendy, all of them trained with the squad, which is an indication that they are completely fit for this game. Now we will be talking more about the squad and the predicted lineup tomorrow, but for the moment we can be happy that our key players have made the squad for the all-important semi-final clash, and we are ready to take on the Blues. Up next, let's talk about the words of Achraf Hakimi. He's coming off a historic league title win where Inter finally managed to win the Serie A after 11 long years, and Hakimi played a vital role in the success of his team. He chipped in with 7 goals and 8 assists in 41 games, so certainly that was a successful campaign for him, but Hakimi had some very interesting words in his latest interview. In the Spanish late night show El Chiringuito, Hakimi spoke about how he still has a special place in his heart for Madrid and would have loved to extend his stay with the Los Blancos. He also said that Real Madrid had a chance to keep him, and then he emphasized that all the rumors about him leaving to avoid competition with Carvajal are completely false. He said, I have to clarify that the people have said a lot, and they have said that I didn't want to go back to fight for my place, but it wasn't like that. Real Madrid was my home and I would have liked to play there, but the circumstances led to the club deciding otherwise. Everyone knows I would have gone there to win my position. There were also rumors earlier that Zidane didn't count on Hakimi, and Hakimi was asked about this, to which he responded, I don't know if it was Zidane or the club. There was also the issue of the pandemic and I don't really know what happened, but I don't blame Zidane or the club. I think it was the consequences of the circumstances brought on by the pandemic, and I had to leave. So clearly Hakimi is very sad about the false rumors that are there in the media. At the same time, he also suggests that it was the pandemic which rather forced the hand of Real Madrid, and we have seen in the past few weeks Florentino Perez has repeatedly spoken about how the pandemic put Real Madrid in a very poor financial situation. So that may be the case which led to the sale of Hakimi. Maybe in an ideal world Real Madrid could have kept Hakimi, but here the big question is, will he be returning to Madrid in the future? And I do think there is a good possibility. Carvajal has not managed to stay injury free this season, and down the lane Madrid will definitely keep an eye on Hakimi if he continues to impress. So let's see how this saga pans out, but in the meanwhile, Vasquez looks set to be back up for Carvajal in the near future. Odriozola is also in the mix of things, and the upcoming summer transfer window will definitely have its own share of surprises. So that is all I have here in this news update video. I'll see you tomorrow for the match preview of Chelsea vs Real Madrid, but do let me know your thoughts on the topics discussed in the video. Do you see Hakimi returning to Madrid? Write in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid. And as always, a la Madrid.